NLE Choppa's hip hop's most hypocritical rapper. I actually met the guy before. I'm not his friend, but I know his filmer. He's a pretty cool guy. They invited me out. I actually have it on my Instagram. Here. Look, this is me. I had a lot of hair, and this is NLE Choppa. They were like they were calling me Shaggy from Scooby Doo. This guy and them. They're actually pretty cool. They're pretty cool guys. This is me in the city. This is Abel. Pretty cool. I don't know why I said RIP, bro. Love you, man. I didn't die. I don't know why they think I died. I guess because it's like a thing. If you take a picture of NLE Choppa, you die a couple months later. But this was a year ago, and I'm still alive. So I think I survived the curse. I don't know. I survived actually a couple witches' curses. No lie, no lie.
In the past few years, NLE Choppa has proven to be hip-hop's most hypocritical.
This guy's voice is annoying as fuck.
From spreading messages on spirituality and angel numbers in 2019.
No, I always been like, I've been getting like spiritually woke. Like I be seeing angel numbers and shit.
To walking girls by their hair in his latest music video in 2023. It's clear that something critical happened in Choppa's journey that led him to transition back to the person he used to be, despite going against it. So what really happened? And what events led to NLE Choppa's character being deemed as hypocritical by the hip-hop world? Hi,
I've never really seen anybody say that to him. Maybe Kevin Gates is hypocritical because he'd be talking about like having an 18-inch penis, which, if you think about that, that's like you're not walking. You're walking with a limp.
Documentaries of things I'm into. Today, we're going to break down how NLE Choppa pulled off the biggest lie in the music industry. In order to fully grasp
once again, that's Kevin Gates. No lie,
the hypocrisy that
I remember everybody was saying like he's like doing a demonic ritual here because he has his shirt off in front of Birdman, and Birdman like they say he touched little boys, so he got molested or something. I don't know. He might have got molested. He could have. I don't know.
Followed. We must first delve into the origins of his rise to fame. Born on November 1st, 2002, under the name Bryson Potts, NLE Choppa's journey began in the challenging neighborhoods of Memphis, Tennessee. Growing up in this environment, he encountered numerous obstacles.
Was he really like from the hood?
Discouraged him from pursuing his dreams. When describing his upbringing on DJ Vlad, he painted a vivid picture.
Cause okay, one thing is, his filmer Abel went to school with him. They went to high school, and Abel wasn't really from. I would say he's not from the hood. Seen younger pictures of him. He looks like he's from the suburbs.
Of a city filled with hatred, where love was scarce, and the realities of life were harsh and unforgiving.
If you would come there, you would be like, you will understand why people don't love. You know what I'm saying? You will understand why people don't trust. Or you will understand why people are so negative.
Man, I can't speak. Man,
we start toting guns in
There's
Memphis.
Two different sides of the town.
I had my first gun at like 13, 12.
I think that tells us all we need to know about how he got his name. But NLE Choppa was built different, and he would defy all odds set against him, thanks to none other than his innate musical gift. He drew inspiration for his songs from his experience in the streets, making his music real and relatable. Later in his career, NLE Choppa's lyrical content would
Would y'all fuck Sexy Red? Personally, yeah.
Become the center of intense trauma, which of course we'll get to later in this video. But at the young age of 14, NLE Choppa found himself drawn to the world of freestyling and rap session with the young age of 14.
In a car seat?
Found himself
drawn
to the world of freestyling and rap session with his friends. It started off as a simple hobby, done purely for the enjoyment and entertainment it brought to them. Little did he know that this innocent pastime activity would soon lead to something greater, because eventually, Choppa gained encouragement after posting some of the freestyles online, and doing this helped him generate a very small buzz locally. This led him to capturing the attention of a popular director on YouTube known as Moda Media.
Damn, he's going through his whole fucking backstory. Holy shit, how do you know about this?
Shiesty, Big 30, and Duke. And Choppa would collab with them to do a video for the song No Chorus Part 3, with a group named Shotta Fam, and his verse went stupid.
I remember this. He did it with Pooh Shiesty? No way.
The song went viral, gaining over 100,000 views in just a couple of weeks. And today, it's still one of their most viewed
I remember that.
on the channel.
That's crazy.
It was here where NLE got his first taste of virality.
Yo, no lie, bro. Having NBA Youngboy, I love NBA Youngboy, but having a poster in his room, in your room, is fucking insane. Holy, yo, that's kind of gay.
with plenty of users commenting how this song was a classic, and that his verse was straight up legendary. What truly captivated fans about NLE Choppa wasn't just his music, but the infectious energy he exuded in every aspect of his artistry. Whether he was performing for a music video or simply vibing out and rapping along to his own tracks, you could feel his passion and
bro just never has a shirt on, damn.
However, it was during a
like
casual
J.R.
ride
Smith.
around town with his friends that a life-changing moment occurred.
Yo, we're 3 minutes into the video and he hasn't explained how he's hypocritical at all.
Little did he know that this random and what seemed to be an ordinary session would result in a song that would leave a lasting impact on his career. After posting the freestyle,
Fucking made
the
his
clip
career.
had gone viral, and Choppa rushed his way to the studio to make it an official track.
This is where I found out about it. I feel like
He
everybody
titled
did.
the song
Yeah.
Shot a Flow, and it
Which was
going
ninth
to
grade,
become
which is
NLE
great. I said
Choppa's
ninth grade.
breakthrough
2019.
single.
I was
It
in
quickly gained traction
8th
and
grade.
left a significant impact on the music scene. To this day, the song amassed over 200 million views on YouTube, receiving a platinum plaque, and reached a peak position of number 36 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. When reflecting on the creation of the song, Choppa himself admitted that he was taken by surprise with the overwhelming success that Shot a Flow brought to him.
And the freestyle went like viral, so I feel like I had to put it out fast. So I just hopped on it quick. I knew he was gonna do something, but I didn't know he was gonna do that.
He would go on to release Shot a Flow 2 and Shot a Flow 3 immediately after to capitalize off
Shot
the
a Flow
momentum
3 is one of my
and
favorite
even
songs, by the way.
quadrupled down and got Blueface on the remix. And sure enough, it performed even better. The video amassed an astonishing 400 million views, effectively doubling the already impressive view count of the original music video. From here, he began to solidify his position in the rap industry. He immediately began touring with Juice WRLD, started collaborating with different rappers, getting called a Walmart version of NBA Youngboy, and much more. At this point,
He got into a
was
beef with
damn
NBA
unstoppable.
Youngboy.
Everything
Like
he
last
touched
year or some shit.
turned to gold. But as they say, all good things do eventually come to an end. And only a couple years later, it seemed as if NLE Choppa's biggest enemy
It
was
was like a
himself.
year later, bro.
And it all
God
started with the
damn.
moment he signed his first record deal.
Yep, they said he got molested right in this video. That's what they say. That's what they say. I've seen a video claiming he got molested right there.
With the success of the 3 Shot a Flow songs and his popularity
Keep
skyrocketing,
grinding.
a
Yeah,
huge
dude.
bidding
Keep
war
grinding,
began
bro.
between major labels,
Fuck yeah.
as it was a no-brainer to put some money behind him. He was offered multi-million-dollar recording contracts by several different labels. And you know Birdman was offering
Why do you keep showing this video?
a huge bag for
And a huge dick.
him to be dancing like this for him. And
a
maybe
huge
he was just
dick.
in the heat of the moment, but he made a decision that he would soon seem to regret. Because in February of 2019, Choppa began making headlines for being a 16-year-old rapper who turned down a $3 million record deal. Now, of course, this was kind of odd, as it would be any 16-year-old's dream to make $3 million off a rap career they've been working on for a year. For clarity,
That'd be fucking everybody's
NBA
dream.
Youngboy only received a maximum $2 million deal when he first signed to Atlantic Records in 2017. And he would prove to become a
That
much
might have
bigger
been
artist.
fucking
But
stupid.
the same could not be said for NLE Choppa. But we're gonna get to that later in this video. Meanwhile, Choppa surprised many by joining forces with Warner Bros. Record for the launch of his own label, No Love Entertainment. This may sound like Choppa essentially owned his masters, but that's clearly not the case, as he would eventually call out his label for not allowing him his freedom of speech just 1 year later. So how did this mess even come about? After signing his deal, NLE Choppa continued to use his partnership with Warner Bros. To release his own album titled Cottonwood. He then milked the fuck out of the Shot a Flow series, broke up with his girlfriend, and essentially just kept building the brand. But everything would come crumbling down on August 28th, 2020, when he decided to deviate from the formula that had brought him success in the first place. And it all started when NLE Choppa posted a weird video on his YouTube channel titled Airbending/Waterbending NLE Choppa. In this video, he literally sat in the rain,
the internet
did some
literally
kind of
went
spiritual
crazy.
meditation or
I remember
exercise
this.
or
The
something.
internet went crazy when
As
he did this shit.
expected, some people thought he was just trolling, and the comments were filled with jokes, laughing emojis, and overall, no one had any idea what was going on. But Choppa was serious. Over the next couple of days, fans were met with tweets from Choppa, where he would say things ranging from how he can control the winds while he was meditating, to how he doesn't do drugs and that he believes alcohol is a demon spirit.
I remember seeing this when it first came out. I was in I feel like everybody had like that phase when they were like spirit. Let me low-key center that a little bit better. When they were like in like their the government's lying to you phase, and I actually went to a cult, an internet cult. I was in there for a couple months. Me and my friend. That's a long story, but I was in a cult for a little bit. That was an experience.
Using his energy to control fires, becoming a vegan, and how you're not healthy if you don't shit 5 to 7 times a day. He would basically turn into Sadhguru overnight. But sadly,
like,
no one really
what's that
took
one
him
guy named?
serious.
Dr.
And the
Sebi.
replies were usually met with more laughing emojis, more memes, and more.
You know what's the funniest one? This shit. NLE Choppa. Maybe do I? I don't know why I'm doing that dumbass pose. NLE Choppa said something is going to happen tomorrow. That shit was fucking hilarious. In his face and that shit. It was like a real headline, bro. A real headline.
Negativity, despite his efforts to remain positive.
Makes no sense.
So fans were wondering, what the hell happened to NLE Choppa? Well, they were given more insight on what was truly happening on August 31st, 2020, when he created a YouTube channel called Awaken the Choppa.
That's where a bell works.
Similar content
there's
about health,
vlogs
wellness,
and
spirituality. A few days later, NLE tweeted out something that was a huge surprise when he said that he's no longer going to rap about violence and that he only wants to spread positivity and wake people up. He accompanied the tweet by posting a snippet of a new song that showed him dabble with a new sound that was nothing like his previous work.
Ain't wearing no mask, nigga, fuck the pilot. Fake ass coronavirus. Cops killing started riding.
And fans weren't too happy about the change in sound, saying things like, "You're just saying a bunch of random ass shit," while also mocking his coronavirus bars and saying that they knew he wasn't really street all along. Referring to the fact that it's bars and saying that they knew he wasn't really street all along.
Really gonna let this guy say him. His name is Rockstar Nova. I'll say this: Hispanic emos are the cringiest ones of all. What the fuck are you sad about? I've never really met like no depressed ass Hispanic person, except for those weird Hispanic emos you see in school. Like most Hispanic people, they drink, they're alcoholics, and they work construction. My best friend, he's an alcoholic. He does landscaping. Happiest guy I know. That's all I got.
Referring to the fact that it may have all been a facade that he made up to gain publicity and fame. However, Choppa stood his ground, and he announced that he will be dropping a new album titled From Dark to Light. So why would someone who was exploding with fame, making millions of dollars, and becoming a prominent figure in the rap industry at just 17 years old want to completely change their entire format and blueprint for success? I mean, we've seen many artists over the years receive.
But we're fucking halfway into the video. This guy hasn't talked about how he's hypocritical at all. This could have been literally like a 5-minute video.
Backlash for going down a similar route.
But
Like
shit, bro. Get that watch time.
Tyler the Creator, Playboy Cardi, and most recently Kendrick Lamar. But these are all elite artists who have done the groundwork to build a sustainable following for years before ever undergoing any significant changes to their sound. Choppa,
I wouldn't really say Playboy Cardi,
had a
but
mixtape,
I guess, yeah.
and 6 of his hottest singles had the exact same title. Plus, he's only been in the game for about a year or two. And it wasn't until his appearance on The Breakfast Club where NLE Choppa finally began to shed light on the reasons of his transformation, where he explained that it all stemmed from the fact that after getting famous and rich, he still found himself feeling very empty and depressed.
I was in my lows. I was like to the points where, you know what I'm saying, suicide was like in consideration. And so I said a prayer, like I said a deep prayer.
I love
Pretty
Memphis
I was asking God, like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like you blessed me with something I always wanted, but I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And it was here where he realized that he was being portrayed in a negative light in the rap industry due to the content of his music, which motivated him to want to start preaching a more positive message. After this, he decided to turn his life around and adopt a new lifestyle that involved meditation and veganism. However, during the same interview, NLE Choppa made a statement.
1 billion other people, everybody's spiritual.
I've had like
crazy.
A woman, she had cancer. She implemented like some of my herbs into her diet, and also with a vegan, alkaline diet, and she ended up healing herself.
Yeah.
I know this one. Did I know this guy? I feel like I know him. I don't know. I heard this one guy did the Dr. Sebi diet. He almost died or some shit.
He literally claimed that he was able to cure a woman's cancer with herbs and a diet plan.
I guess you could technically.
Or deny this claim. There is no scientific evidence that supports it. So obviously people were not too happy with this statement. NLE would still further try to push the agenda that he has figured out a cure to illnesses that doctors all over the world had yet to heal, when he made outrageous claims, such as the fact that he could heal Justin Bieber's Ramsay Hunt syndrome, a condition that caused his face to suffer paralysis. While he may have said this in good faith, the internet was not pleased, and he received a lot of negative comments for it. This sparked a back and forth between him and DJ Vlad.
I remember
who was
this
calling
shit.
him out for being a snake oil
DJ
fan,
Vlad, like the most
and claimed that he
Jewish-looking
hadn't
person
heard
I've ever
shit
seen in my
because
life.
there was no evidence to
Oh
back
my
his
gosh.
claims up. The drama would eventually be crushed when both parties met for an interview, where NLE also clarified that he actually didn't cure anybody of cancer.
Wait, I
You
said I
lied.
helped
Oh, help.
someone.
Okay, so
I
maybe
never
I got
said
it.
I never said like,
Okay.
bro, I'd be lying if I say I got patients at my house and I'm just treating them. I don't have the time for that.
Now, even though the drama was put to rest, NLE's reputation took a big hit as
Do it
someone
again.
finally called him out for his bullshit. And this was only the first
did it
sign
really?
of NLE's hypocrisy.
I remember when this
Because it
happened,
got all worse when this new
I don't really remember anything really happening. I think if anything, he got bigger, but whatever. I'm not dick right now. I'm just saying, bro. I didn't see anybody really talking shit about him. Maybe when he posted that like weird dick imprint picture. But
change in mentality and lifestyle made an impact on his music. In November of 2020, NLE released the long-awaited project From Dark to Light, and the album was everything it was set out to be. It was promoted as
bro, you're not even going chronological order. You literally what?
being newfound positive content on full display, with singles such as Bryson and Done. And even though he had been getting tons of support on social media, the album was a huge failure. I mean, the project only sold 6,000 units first week, which was extremely low.
He
for
released a
someone
new
who has
album. I
much
didn't really
hype
like it.
As NLE Choppa.
His
The
album, Me
singles
versus Me,
performed
was
really
better.
well,
This,
but for some reason, it didn't really translate
whatever,
into
the newest
numbers.
album
In response to the poor sales
he
of the
dropped this
album,
year with
NLE
Kevin
took to
Gates.
Twitter
That
to
was my favorite
explain
song,
why the
Habits.
album
That was a good
barely
song.
sold units, claiming that he dropped on a Sunday, so he lost 2 days of streaming, and that the album had no promotion, whilst randomly being kicked off Instagram, in which he had millions of followers he had no access to anymore. But his audience boiled it down to the fact that negativity is what sells in the music industry, and if he were to do what he normally did in the past, it would have done much better. However, it looked like NLE had no intention of going back to his older self, and he was going to stick to what he believed in. The world was going to see a new NLE, and lots of people were very supportive. Well, except for his label, Warner Bros. Records. As we said previously in the video, NLE turned down millions of dollars from several labels in 2019.
This guy
to
just
sign a
clickbaited the
deal with
fuck out
Warner
of us.
Bros.
Nothing.
The
I
terms
don't
of the
know.
deal were unknown to the public, but Choppa must have known what he was getting into.
Fucking scammed
right?
me.
Wrong.
Because of Choppa's transition to his new positive style of music, which was seemingly a huge failure, it is reasonable to assume that the company was losing money and was going to continue declining in profits because the music sales did not seem to bother NLE Choppa. So Warner Bros. Took steps which included preventing NLE from making any more of his new type of music. This was made public.
You know, it's crazy. I actually heard one of those type of songs, and when I was waiting, I was backstage with them. I heard one of the songs. It was actually really good, but it sounded, when I see your face, there's not a thing. I wish I fucking recorded it so I could like pirate it and listen to it, but and I can't even remember the lyrics. So even if I asked Bell about it, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
In January 2021, when Choppa tweeted explaining how his label was trying to disable his freedom of speech on the platform, and that
This guy
he wasn't
literally has been
releasing
just-
any more music until the issue was resolved.
He's scamming the fuck
A
out
few
of us,
months
bro.
after tweeting about his displeasure with Warner Records, the rapper tweeted that he had plans to buy out his contract with the label in order to pursue a career as a full-time herbalist. While his fans were supportive of his idea to become independent, they weren't so cool with the idea of their favorite rapper becoming an herbalist. As expected, he didn't go through it, and to this day, he's still in partnership with Warner Records. Unfortunately, this is just one of the many things that NLE couldn't pull off. So NLE set himself apart from other rappers when he decided that he would start using his music to promote positivity under the instructions from God. And now it's 2023, so how well is he keeping his promise? Well, his most recent single, Slut Me Out, should give you an answer.
Fuck you anywhere, I'm
I'm
that
that
tight
tight
guy
guy.
at the church, on the plane, at the basketball game.
And when he began promoting it, a bunch of people were calling him out. One Twitter account named Uplist went viral for saying how NLE Choppa was just talking about opening his third eye and aligning with his chakras last year, while showing the music video he made for the song, which NLE has faced a
That shit
lot
is
of
crazy.
backlash for as well, for walking women by their hair in the video. Then
That
on
shit is
April
crazy.
3rd, NLE shared behind the scenes footage from the music video shoot, where he is seen more clearly walking women by their hair. The video generated a tidal wave of angry reactions on social media, as many people found the clip.
She's just
repulsive.
mad that-
Generated a
She's mad she didn't get walked by her hair. That's what she's mad about.
tidal wave of angry reactions on social media, as many people found the clip repulsive and degrading to black women. while others were shocked that NLE would allow himself to even degrade women in a music video, which had many people questioning, is this the same NLE Choppa that was preaching positivity, or was it all an act?
No, he got cloned. He's a clone, and Birdman he stole his virginity and he cloned him. That's how those fucking conspiracy theories sound, bro. So cringy.
It was most surprising to NLE fans.
This guy fucking scammed us. This is not a.
Become a better person.
It's not. This guy literally scammed the
Overall,
fuck out of me.
He seemed to have abandoned the whole woke
I'm not disliking
ideology
video because I'm not
altogether,
gay, but like,
and rarely
damn,
promotes
bro.
it on his pages as much as he did a
Holy
year or two
shit.
ago. However, maybe Choppa is trying to find the best of both worlds. Whilst he wanted to bring a more positive message to the limelight, he realized that one thing he would have had to sacrifice was his connection to his audience, which he wasn't willing to do. So instead, he uses his music as entertainment value, and still tries to preach positivity and show more of his contagious personality on his
Honestly,
second channel,
I don't think it's that
Choppa,
deep.
where he's still very active on. We have seen so many rappers argue the fact that music is just for entertainment, and if it weren't for the timeless bangers Choppa has given us over the years, we wouldn't even know who he is. In my opinion, Choppa isn't perfect, but he's still extremely young. And being that young whilst in front of a
He is
huge
pretty young. He's probably, I
audience can
think he's
be
like
extremely
4 years
intimidating,
older than me.
since people
Something like
don't
that.
see you as a regular human who still goes through phases, changes, and evolves. So much love to NLE Choppa, and I hope he eventually finds his path. But comment what you guys think about.
Bro, screw you. You scammed the fuck out of me. You just went over his fucking backstory. You just went over his life story, bro. You didn't even